Casey Richardson. I started a marketing agency that got pretty big pretty fast. And with that, it really brought a lot of operational challenges. We specialized in Facebook ads specifically, and we were working with a lot of agencies. And there got to a point with scale where things started to break. All of the operations started to break. It was, focused on offloading sales and account management. When we started that process, I removed myself too quick and I had the wrong person in the right seat, right? Or wrong person, wrong seat. And that was a challenge to get through. When you build something up and you start seeing success from it, it's awesome. And then when you have operational challenges to continue to maintain the growth, it sucks, man. It feels like you're defeated. And when you feel that way, it makes you wake up and not even want to run the business that you built anymore. It's kind of like we built a machine that was too big to handle anymore. And, it was a serious pain point. In terms of my personal life, when that happens, it's like I started feeling that imposter syndrome. Like, is this something that I should even be doing? Am I cut out for this? Is this something that I even want to do anymore? And when you are faced with those challenges and those questions, it's like, it really makes you take a step back and look at things from a distant view and find out, what do you really want out of the business? There was a really bad week and we lost a lot of clients in 1 week, and it didn't stop for more weeks. And going through massive client churn in a very short period of time, you're forced to rethink, what are we doing? And why are we doing it the way that we're doing it? When there's a significant change in your business, it's important to look at the alternative paths that you could take. So I had to build a business as big as I built to realize that I didn't want to run that business. And once I realized that, then it was, how do I build what I actually want to build? And I'm very big on finding the right people and the right coaches and the right mentors for specific times and seasons in life and what we're going through. And I came across Greg and his program, and it was like exactly what we wanted to do. When we started working with Alt Agency, the first impression of things was that the curriculum in the program was the highest caliber curriculum that I've ever come across. And I've been very ingrained in the agency coaching world for years. And it was really apparent that Greg took his time and really was intentional with what he was teaching based on experience and wanting to bring a different kind of life to the agency owner. He was really good at that. And I think going into the curriculum, diving into it, it wasn't what I expected in terms of what else is out in the world and what I was used to. It was very clear that this was a cut above and that he went further than most other mastermind groups do. So when we decided to transition away from Done For You and get rid of that headache, the next natural path for us was going into training and coaching. And what Greg recommended that we do was start kind of like a beta cohort and see how that goes. Immediately after following the frameworks and systems, we sold out the first cohort within like 24 hours. And being able to do that, just following the guidelines and the framework, like that was a significant moment to be like, okay, people are willing to pay for what's in my head. And even though I realized that I wasn't the best leader for a massive agency, I know that I still have knowledge that can help other people. And getting the experience and the feedback loop of training people and teaching them what I know and having them say, this has changed my agency. that it's the reward that comes with that is insane. It's fulfilling beyond belief. And it's something that, like when you build an agency, it's like your baby, right? And when you get to a point where it's like, this business is crazy now, and you start kind of losing that passion for it, but this brings that passion back and that sense of fulfillment back to the day-to-day, which I think a lot of agency owners struggle with, is like you lose the love for the day-to-day. And being able to take your ideal client and walk them through a process and teach them something that has a massive impact on their business, the fulfillment that comes with that is, I mean, I've never had that level of fulfillment with done for you service. I think the retreats that Greg puts on it's like the true alt agency style of doing things. It's the alternative style of mastermind. Again, I've been in so many coaching programs, and it's like sterile. It's like you're in a hotel conference room with workbooks and 20 guest speakers, and then at the end of 3 or 4 days, you have to digest everything, and then on that Monday, it's like you're paralyzed and you don't know what to do and what to focus on. But at these retreats, it's less about Greg and more about you. And I think that having a true moment to unplug from your day-to-day operation and be in an environment like what we're in right now is, you're forced to remove yourself from that daily op, and you're forced to focus on your business. But I mean, the retreats themselves have been a game changer for myself, and I know for everybody else that attends, because there is easily an hour scattered across a couple of days that is 100% focused on you and your problems and your struggles and how to get through that. And there is no other mastermind that I've ever been to, no other event that I've ever been to in the agency space that gives that much time and attention and focuses on bettering you. One of the things that resonated with me the most was building a marketing ecosystem and having a flywheel that fuels itself. It's not just about one marketing tactic that fuels everything for you. It's about having the entire ecosystem run. I think the people that come here are all very, very talented people. And I want to say that there's definitely something special about the people that are drawn into Greg's world, because it takes a very specific person to want what alt agency can provide. And I think that you have to be at a certain point where it's like, there's got to be another way, right? And everybody that comes into this, they felt that. And knowing that everybody in the room has felt that same pain as you and is on the same journey to get out of that pain, that's something that's unique to this.